And I just remember leaving the curtains, closing the curtains, looking at the guy with pure hatred, anger. And I said to him, you ever step foot upstairs, I will kill you. And walked out.
Yeah, you went, I will break you. And I was like, oh, that's not.
Yeah. Hello and welcome back to another episode of your favourite fucking podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I am your obviously favourite queen of the world, La Belle.
I'm Krystal Versace.
And I'm your favourite twink, Delicious.
And we are the girls.
I feel like we're doing ASMR now when we do the intro. Like I still want to shout it. I know people have like, someone said in the last one, the levels were off.
Yeah,
but sometimes
all feeling insecure.
Sometimes, like it gets more and more insecure. Like sometimes a girl's just got to scream.
Yeah, I know. I just want to bellow.
I just want to moan.
Can we just do it?
And also,
should we okay, headphone users warning. Should we just
how
let it
used to do
out?
it? Yeah. Welcome back to
The Girls! Oh, it just gives me such a
you
rush.
have to do it like that. There's no other way.
It gives me such an adrenaline kick, and I'm ready to like conquer the world.
Fuck yourself and turn them down.
Literally.
No, well, bless you. Oh.
We love our fans.
We love you.
Okay.
And to touch on that, just because I feel like people are not very much aware, this podcast obviously looks amazing, looks insane.
Yeah.
But this is all homemade. This is what we all put together. We're not with a production. We're not with a company. Krystal spent a lot of money.
I contributed when I got some money too.
Krystal spent a lot of money on this, and I feel like it's still teething. Like we're still learning with you guys on the podcast. So like if there is audio levels breaking because these fat mouth horrors are chatting absolute shit, then we are apologizing. But
can we actually talk about that a bit more?
What?
Like the fact that like we actually do this all ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We're not
do.
asking for sympathy.
There is
But,
right now behind this camera, sitting in this room, including us, 4 people.
Yeah.
And
There's
2
not a
camera
team.
lights.
Just so you know the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's like your management don't even get involved in this. This is very much out of love for drag and for the community, and we're just giving back to you. It's like we're not doing this. We're not making money. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've put all our hard work into this and we're doing this for you.
Yeah.
And it's very much like it's a learning curve that we're doing with you. So if you're going to complain about the levels of the audio, we're working on it.
We're working on it.
We appreciate the advice though.
That's what we're saying. It's a passion project and we're doing it with them.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a learning curve. We're all on this journey together.
Just to sprinkle some positivity. It is nice though, like the reception we've got. People come up to me in the street and about like the girls, and it's like, world. And even like fellow other drag queens we respect and saying about it, producers, whatever. It's really nice. So, thank you everyone.
We love it all. It's it's definitely a fucking like it has ups and downs, like everything has, especially when we don't have the luxury of a team. No. Like we actually put all of our love into something. We have not got given a TV show that we can just like embellish with our personalities. We've actually done everything ourselves. Yeah. Thought of all the set, thought of like what technology we need, and we're not very technological. Yeah. But like, and it's like definitely has its ups and downs. Like we've had many breakdowns, like today, like yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that in a sec.
Like it's been a lot for sure. Like we all have our own tit for tats. We've had our arguments. We've had, but at the end of the day, we produce something that has heart. Yeah. Yeah. And that's most important.
It has soul. It's like we're real with you, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of being real, how have we all been? What's been going on?
Oh God.
I don't want to go there.
Well, no, it's been an absolute week on the behalf of all of us. From me, it's been hell. But we have to just keep positive and breathe this one through.
So painful for you to say.
So painful. Like literally a tear bubbling in the corner of the eye.
If you do see these... if you do see me out, do tip a queen, because Times
Help
are hard
girls out,
and money
honey.
is few when the
Yeah.
fucking community is going downhill.
Yeah, I mean,
So do come and support us whenever we're there.
yeah, it's
at a show.
My thing. So it was just Manchester Pride when had the most gorgeous time ever. I've been dying to go for so long, and I had the best time.
Good.
I really enjoyed it. And the people I was with and whatever. Anyway, I needed that release because I genuinely feel like London, I'm really struggling to keep the love as of recently, just simply because we were looking back at memories the other day of just like when we first came to London, and it's every single story is like us like in a club like throwing our wigs around. It's like me doing that little Brooklyn Heights shoulder stand. You're drinking a drink off my literal cooch. And we're just a lot more, I don't know, carefree. Everyone seemed to be a bit more like less anxious, less like, oh, I don't want to go out tonight because I don't want to spend too much money.
No, people
it's just I don't know what's happening.
I think because the community has had such a fucking tumble with certain organizations and stuff, and a lot more queens have just come forward, and people don't want to come out and have fun anymore because people want to get paid to have fun. It's not how it used to be. Even when I was at 18, before you two were born, I used to go out every day. Like I used to be out 5 nights a week.
Yeah, that's...
It's because you just do it. You love going out. You love the nightlife. You love the queer industry. You love the drag queens. I wasn't even a drag queen. I just used to go out and support drag, and I used to love what I did back in there. I used to work at Topshop in Oxford Circus. I used to just go out every night and just be absolutely awful for work. And it's just like nowadays, people either want to get paid to go out, or people just are not fun. Like there's no
that's my struggle with this
the
city
drag
right now.
industry, the fun's lost.
Do you not think it's partly because we're also growing up? Do you not think it's partly because
there
of
is that?
No,
because I would say, looking at it from that perspective, like for someone like you, for example, you've just been engaged to, like you're about to experience a new era of your life. Do you not think it's like also the fact that we're not just like kids who are going out having fun anymore? Like we're kind of past that. Like,
no,
do you not think?
I don't think it is at all. I think everyone can feel it. I feel like there's no people like get 18-year-olds turn into insane drag queens in a split second, and the next minute they're on Drag Race, and then that's it. And that's not like, that's just a general how it is now. There's no like being a busted queen, going out being a busted queen for 2 years, being absolutely feral in a nightclub. There's no more fun in drag. And it's like, I know that I'm a bit older, but I'm with the youngsters. I'm at heaven. I'm in these clubs. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. And I'm like, people are just not, this isn't me being like, oh, have more fun. It's just more like, it's a shame because I really wish that London was like this again. It's like very like Manchester. It's very, everyone has fun.
That's my thing. That's why I really enjoy being out
drag,
there.
and they love being out with their friends and enjoying drag. I feel like that's what we lost. I obviously can't speak for East London and whatnot, but I'm talking about Soho. I'm on about my ends. That I'm like, I feel like we've lost the passion. Just, I mean, we don't. We go out all the time and have fun. But I feel like for me, trying to...
Well, we don't.
But I do.
You do, but that's your job.
I do.
Yeah, but you don't go out if it's not your job.
Oh, I do. But
I think you do.
I put up my story the other day being like, where's a drag show? Where's this? I want to go out. Like, I want to support drag. Nothing goes on anymore.
Yeah.
Because people don't support it, so people can't put events on.
That is, I guess, London's
back in the day, like, used to be a bingo this day, a show this night. It didn't matter if it was a Friday or Saturday.
There was a lot
so
more
going on.
That's also my thing that's really hurting me with this city. It's just like, there's not anything, there's not an I can't think of something near me and convenient for me to go to and not have to spend £60 to go to the other side of the city. There's just nothing in Soho, that area. I'm just trying to really rack my brain and think, what can I go to? Like, if I'm just in town, I want to go see something. There isn't much.
No, there
used to be so much more. And I remember like the days of Pleasure Gardens drag brunch, and then we'd all go over to Freedom and be as a pack together, and it'd be a gaggle of girls, and every single person there was just down for a laugh and to have a good night. GOY Late, that shut down. That was our like place to be. That was our everyday nightclub.
There's definitely stuff behind this for sure.
Yeah.
I think I just get like, it's good to have these conversations because I think to put it honestly, no one has them.
Yeah,
I think
no one
it's
does.
also hard to like trust that it's generally like happening and if it's real because no one talks about it.
Yeah.
So if it is real, like it'd be nice to hear like some people's responses to this kind of thing. Because like,
yeah, I'd love to know.
I live definitely in my own little bubble. You do as well. Like, we all kind of live in our own little bubble. London is a big place, but I will agree, yeah, something's definitely changed. And I don't know if it's, well, actually, I do know. My guess is that obviously it's the economy and what's happened.
Yeah.
I think it's all kind of started with COVID, and I think we've all kind of like, it all got heightened after that because everyone was really overcompensating to like
really
push things
crazy
out.
busy.
And then I think when people realised that it actually wasn't fun anymore and people were just losing money and it's becoming very real, I think it kind of like started to dip. And then the economy of the country didn't help that. And then I think just specifically drag, I think that's like a bigger umbrella of like everything that's happened. Drag Race, the empire that it's become.
Yeah.
You know, I think, for example, UK Drag Race, we've met such highs. For example, season 2 and my season were the highs of the franchise in this country.
Yeah.
And I think we've only seen a decrease in that high.
Yeah.
Quite obviously.
Yeah.
And I think that's also been degrading for not only the girls that are part of it, but also the local girls and everyone just that loves drag.
Yeah.
And I think it's just all kind of had its play in it. You know, I think when we say we lost the fun, I think it's partly just maybe because everything's become a bit serious. And I think it's all not like it used to be. It used to be very about being a club kid and being this and
that's
being
what I'm
silly.
trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not lost the fun like everyone's being boring. It's more just like, it is that. I think drag is so serious because everyone's kind of doing drag to get somewhere in their career. What's absolutely fine because that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are you still. It's like, but you can have fun while you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? It's
that's
like,
the thing. I think that's what I'm ready to take on.
I think it's not easy.
I think I really struggled, especially after Drag Race aired, to go out and not get anxiety and not be like really try to live in the moment, but I just could not do it. I had too much riding on my mind for me to just let loose after that whole experience. But now I think as of recently, this summer at least, or ever since I've been to America, I kind of just started to be a bit more like, no, I'm 22 years old.
22?
I'm 22 years old. I owe it to myself to live my life and go and have fun. But then I say that, but that's when I get conflicted because I'm like, oh, you know what? I feel like going out tonight. And then I think of where to go and I'm like, nothing's making me go, I want to go there and talk to that person or talk to all these people. I don't know. And that's no shade. It's just maybe because I've done it. I don't know.
No, it's not even that. It's more just like, it's hard because for me personally, we know that I was going to create an event in October and it was going to be a lot of money, it was going to be a full-on show, but I've been scared away because I see fellow colleagues, creators, drag queens, everyone creating events and having to cancel them and people not getting paid, and I'm just like, I can't do that. And it's the risk of taking the risk, and I know we should take risks, but people are so scared. It's like I see tours happen and then don't happen because people, it's hard. It's like brunches thrive at the minute, and I think that's the hard part. I feel like
it's just
the gays are being gays, and it's hard. I think people see drag so much that people don't want to pay £15 to see drag privately.
I think it is partly that. I think also just like touching on what you said, I think like the majority of people are just scared now.
Yeah.
About everything. I think money has become a scare that for a lot of people wasn't before. I think just everything. I think, you know, and then the creators like we are, because we're in a field where we create. We're not in the like receiving end necessarily.
Yeah, we're not.
You know, we're not the audience members usually. So like the audience members are scared to spend money, scared to go out, especially queer people. And then on top of us, we're scared to put on events because we're scared that it's not going to sell.
Yeah.
And we're scared that it's not going to be successful because the audience is scared.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of a lot, and I think it's a trickling thing of like everyone's kind of just on edge. Yeah. And I think what it used to be, what we can reminisce on, is the fact that that moment was that moment because no one was on edge.
Yeah.
Not one person was on edge.
Yeah, no one was. Everyone needed that release. That because I was out,
and it's normal. I think we can even like be honest for a second. Like, I don't really work in the UK. I work elsewhere, and I'm also working on creating my own path. I work on social media. I put a lot of work into that, and that's what I want to do. I've kind of not given up because the people I work with in London are really great to me, and I work with them because it works for me, and they're lovely people, and I like working for them. But like everyone else, like I've lost the hope for like working with the majority of people. Whereas when I came to London, I was doing drag, I was eating up everywhere. Yeah. Like everyone wanted to work with me. I wanted to work with everyone. But like, even now it's just different. It's like, you know, even I am like on edge, you know, to work and for people to ask me to work here.
I don't know if I'm just doing the wrong gigs or no, you explained that well. I don't know if I'm doing the wrong gigs or if I'm something like that, but I do feel that audiences genuinely were just a bit more live, a bit more reactive, lived for what was going on. Whereas like I have been to a few shows that I used to do all the time, like just been to watch or done shows I used to do before, whatever, and it's not even half the energy it used to be. And I'm like, that really, I don't think people understand how much as a performer that not degrades you. I don't want to say that. It doesn't make you feel like
but it's a domino
what you do, but it is. It's like you do that. You know, you have a love for performing, and you keep that love because it's kind of reciprocated back to you, and you feel like I've gone out and I've entertained someone today. Whereas when the audience don't give, it's not in all cases, but when the audience don't give, it's like.
Well, it's a tripling effect. Like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's also we're Tinkerbell, and it's like it's cringy to say, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it when my bougie girls say it. If you don't cheer for us, we can't give you the full fantasy.
I agree with that.
Because we instantly are like, oh, you're not into
Yeah,
us.
like you
because it's a two-way street kind of thing. The more you give us, the more we give you. And it's like, if you're giving us nothing, I will die on that stage because do you know what I mean? It's awkward as it is. We're fucking lip syncing for 5 minutes, doing the absolute At the end of the day, our job is weird.
Yeah, it is
weird. We're lip syncing to Britney Spears and fucking Madonna. It's weird. And it's like, if you're with us, we'll give you it. Yeah. But if you're not with us, it's a bit like,
no, it is, and
everyone's a bit like, huh? And we're like, oh.
I mean, I could be honest, and that's what I feel like the majority in the UK when I'm performing.
I feel that more so London than I have in other places. Because, for example, I did.
Yeah.
A quick shout out to a slaughterhouse in Bristol.
That's a great gig.
I did that gig, and
I would just say this is excluding Heaven.
This is excluding Heaven
sure.
because that's a very different
many places that are great.
Yeah, but what I was
what
was I going to say about Bristol? Like I did that, and I like audience was great. They ate me the fuck up, and I just really it put me in such a good mood.
Yeah.
And same with I went back to one of my OG gigs, Glitter Bomb. They were great because it was student union. They were living.
Yeah.
And it was, so I have done some gigs in recent history that I've been like, oh, like this was great. And America, obviously. Yeah. But anyway, I think in summary, I just kind of want to start trying to produce things here to kind of like, let's get it back. Like, let's get back to where we need to be. And I've got some opportunities to do that, which is great.
Yeah.
As do you. And I just really want to fall back in love with this city.
Yeah.
Because I again was at Manchester Pride, and I was like, everyone here is down for a good time. It's popping. It's all in the same area, and I have not had two nights out like this in months, and I just want that back for London.
Yeah, and I feel like that can be our jobs, is to kind of do that, you know, and it can be, you know, you're both passionate about it. We all are. But especially you two, that's something you're all passionate about. And it's like, that is the next step. It's like, you know, there has to be someone in the next few years that brings something new on for the other generation to come. Do you know what I mean? So that's like also important. And, you know, there's always going to be a mess. Like, our country is probably in a bigger mess than it usually or should be in. But, you know, there's not a mess that can't be cleaned up. And I think it starts with passion, it starts with heart, and it starts with like inspirational, like driven people and artists to put those things in place to gain the trust back with the audience and to gain back what we once experienced. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I'm like, it wouldn't die. I'm just like,
no,
it's
just
not
needs to
dying.
turn. I don't know.
I just think people need to let loose. I think that's the moral of the story for me is people just need to fucking take off your shoes and have some fun. And I think that's where I'm going with it. I feel like sometimes you just got to say fuck it and get a bit dirty, and you've just got
that's what I want.
You've got to take the risk. You've just got to have some fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still stuck in this 4 year, well, before COVID, sorry, how many years ago that was, but I'm just like, I'm up for a good time. Whenever you come to one of my shows or one of my tables where I'm hosting, you are no matter what gonna have the best night out, because I'm a good time girl. I will always be the one having the best time. I will be getting drunk, I will be having a good time, and I will just be popping my pussy. That is what I do. Other people don't do that, and that's why I'm a bit like, boo-hoo you. Yeah. Have some fucking fun.
To be fair, that's why I do Dragathon, and that's why I love doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm excited for this Friday.
Do it. Have fun.
I'm excited for this Friday because it's going to be a nice night out, and I'm like, I haven't been out there for so long.
Yeah. And Anubis is going to come down.
Anubis is going to come. It's going to be great.
Have a nice night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I want. But that's where we're at. I guess headspace with the scene and work.
It's definitely good to talk about it.
I think so, because it does frustrate me that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anyone's responsibility to, but everyone I feel is in that same thought process. At least here, I
don't think it's
maybe
drag.
not maybe everyone, but I'm talking like drag queens. I did
a really gorgeous corporate gig for Pride a couple of weeks ago, and it's not just us. It's entertainers. It's burlesque.
I think it's entertainers.
It's just the entertainment industry as a whole. We're kind of all just suffering, and I feel like, if anyone's got a spare couple of quid or anything and you want to go support a show, go do it, because we're all trying to make a living, and it's not I'm not blaming you for us suffering, but if you want to go support a drag show and you're earning an RM, please do.
And we also need to do the same.
Yeah.
We also do. We do.
And I was speaking to Dosa the other day, and she was like, I'll just go out and and I was like, yeah, you need to do that. I need to get out of my house. I need to get out of my
That's always
bubble.
what I want to do.
Yeah, true. You're right. It's
but
just,
that's the thing. It's like,
maybe it's more I need to. True. I think it's more I need to get out there. But I get so like, I sit at home and I'm like, I need to do. So I need to either make an outfit today. I need to think of an outfit today. I need to maybe think about mixes. Think about something drag related. Or I need to gym. I need to go on a run. And I never actually kind of go like, oh, maybe I'll like pop out today. And I don't feel like I've consciously recently been making too much effort with people outside this friendship group, and I feel like I need to just do, because I'm a people's person. I like being around a lot of people, and I like having a handful of people I can go hang with, and I'm not giving myself that. I've done a lot better in recent history, but
we also, like we will always, I believe, see something from like a certain perspective, because as I said, we are the creators, like especially someone like me and you, like we're not the ordinary. And then you as well, like us as a free, we're not like the majority of people. Let's just say that. Yeah. We're a very small percentage of people that have this kind of life and this kind of experience. Yeah. And at this point, are at this point in their life, at an age like we are. Yeah. And I think it's like, we definitely feel what is the reality of what's going on, but we're also feeling a different thing because we are on the other side. We're on the behind the scenes of things as creators. And that makes it all a lot harder. But we do have to, like, as you said, like, you see it. You see the people having fun. You've done gigs where, like, people are roaring, and so have I. And it's, like, remind yourself that there is that love. It's just, like, letting people fall back in love with it and giving them something to love. You know? I will just say from my perspective, like, I definitely, in my career now, I'm focusing on something more longevity, just personally, because I like makeup and I like creating, and so social media has been a nice way for me to do that and connect around the world, and I just kind of, performing is fun. Like, I love every time I go to the States, I have the best time because I get so well perceived, and I'm the Tinkerbell that gets her sparkle. Do you know what I mean? That's what I get in the States. Like, everyone loves me, and everywhere around the world, all these places I've been to, Italy, Barcelona, like all these other places, like they give me my spark, and that is required for a performer. But personally, I don't usually get that here. And I think a lot of it is like, from my personal perspective, is just because my kind of drag isn't always sat well. I think a lot of people have a lot to say about my drag before they even meet me and get to experience me as a person, because I look like a cunt, and I look like I'm going to be nasty, and I look like I'm going to be a certain way. And I find it quite hard sometimes to like break that barrier with people without me like cracking a joke. And even if I have cracked a joke before, I've usually received quite bad backlash because of how I look, compared to other people that don't look like me. And usually like say a bag of chips, if she said something or walked in a room or put on a show, it'd be very differently perceived from the UK citizens, because that's something the majority of people in the UK feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Whereas I think my kind of drag and what I've experienced, it's something very new, it's something very different, and it's something that people take very seriously. And it just seems to be a bit, I think, too above its time for the certain state of the UK. I don't know if that's the right word, but like comparing it to somewhere like the States, my drag is like, it completely sits well. It fits like a glove.
Yeah.
Everyone gets it. Everyone understands. The promoters know how to respect me. Everyone understands it. Everyone knows how to appreciate it. Everyone knows how to live for it. But I just think here, I've not only received like, you know, that thing where they don't know how to clap or they don't know how to scream, but also from the girls I work with and from people that experience me and promoters and people that work with me. And it's always been kind of a hard thing to navigate that, because it's like I have to work extra hard to just prove that I'm not what they think I am. Do you get me?
Yeah. It's I mean I feel the same way. Mine's more focused in on this city. I obviously don't, I mean, I live here, I pay rent here. Like, I don't hate this city. I've in recent history enjoyed.
We're having a day. What makes it worse?
Yeah, but I've been good today.
London,
but
do.
I think it's more I've been elsewhere going out as in recently. That's not been here, and I've had the time of my life. And every time I come back here, I'm like, I keep having the best time in other places, and I'm like, what do I need to do myself and for the community to like kind of like bring that back here? I don't know.
Or maybe
it's weird.
Maybe it's because when you're away, you feel like you're on holiday and you know you can live luxury, and then you come home and you're like, oh, I'm a bit stressed and now I need to do this and do that and do this and do that. And I actually can't let my hair down again. Maybe it's not London itself or the city. Maybe it's you actually just need to go socialise and go see other people after me and Krystal.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's personal. I never see you out. I never see you go out.
No, and I am.
Even for dinner,
I am
go
that.
See someone else.
I know I am that type of girl though. Like I am. Like I love, but I think it's more like, no shade. If usually when the spaces I go out in, I just constantly see people I always see, so it's nothing new. And I'm never like, that's going back to, I said this earlier, but I'm never like, I don't know, because I am that. I am the, you know, the memes of like the one person who goes on a side mission on a night out and they just run off. That's so my energy.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I feel like I can't do that here.
No, I think you definitely can. I feel like you don't have to. The thing is, for me, this is my one thing. I don't go clubbing with my boyfriend because I'm a solo artist. I'm a solo person. I don't like anyone around me. If you're coming out with me, be prepared that you might not go home with me, because I'm very much like, I go where the wind takes me. Don't rely on me to get in a cab. Don't rely on me ever. And I'm like, it's not a bad thing, but I'm also like, if I want to go downstairs and see my friends after my night out, or do you know what I mean? After my number, I'll go see them. If I then want to go to the R&B room or leave the club and go somewhere else to see someone else, I will. That's my very thing. I don't rely on me, and I hate being relied on.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe just you two live together. If you want to go out, go out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one cares. There's no personal. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, even though my partner knows he can just go home, I still feel I've got to go home because he wants to go home.
Yeah.
I hate all that. I'm just like, I will do me always.
Yeah.
I think also, I don't know. I also love to just have a little flirt with someone.
Well, you need to.
That's the other thing. I've been in a bit of a zone right now where I've been a bit like, I don't know what to call it, but I'm like,
she's hungry for cock.
No, no, because like I can get on Grindr and sort that out easily, but like I'm just like, I don't know. I'm feeling all soft and sensitive. And I want a bit of attention. Like that's what I want. I feel like it's cringe to admit that, but like that's how I feel.
So this section of the girls is Dede's dating life, and we're gonna actually do live Tinder right here, right now.
Stop.
No, so if this was a Hinge, this is really cringe. But if this was like a Hinge,
Oh no, don't do this to me.
yeah, let's do it.
I don't know what Hinge is.
If this is a dating app, I want to know a bit about Dedelicious.
Oh,
What do you look for in a man? Tell us.
Okay,
I don't
like
know.
if we're gonna talk like. But I've been swayed by many different people.
Well, of course.
The
but like,
vibe
what's
is
your
the
kind
vibe
of
at the end of the day. Me, I don't know. Okay, right. If we're going to talk about the obvious things, it's like I need to be told that I look gorgeous.
Okay. No, but this is pathetic. I want to know.
You are a bit pathetic.
I want to know blonde hair, muscles.
Oh,
big
muscles.
dick. Like, what do they need to have?
Yeah, obviously, like, I like muscle.
Right.
I
so
do like muscle. I'm more likely going to be
Bigger than
swayed
you?
by some. I love taller.
Okay.
But it's
taller.
not a thing. If you are if you're like on my chin level, it might be a bit of an issue.
Sleepover and that's it.
It could potentially.
Okay.
Are we talking about what she'd want on a hookup or what
Oh no,
she'd
like
want in a man?
we're her dating profile,
dating?
and I want to know what she wants
But
in
I
a
feel
man
like
to date.
if you got a date, you got to kind of scrap some of this.
No, but I do because the type
Because
of
like she's gonna have an ideal man. And it's
I
gonna be
also like
fucking
I also
Captain
just like
America.
I like a pretty
But,
like someone who's pretty.
No, but you
but
also-
when I say pretty, I don't
feel like
mean
you do
I don't
have
know.
a type.
I think it's just been muddled up over the
They're
last
either-
2
no,
years.
they're either a twink.
Because it used to be like big muscle.
They're either a twink or they're like a hench
It's just
bodybuilder.
anyone that gives
No,
you
I
attention.
think. Do you know what I think it is? And I've decided it's the mixture of twink and that like bodybuilder, not bodybuilder, but like muscly guy sort of thing. Because the big muscly guys, I'm always a bit like, I just know unless you're a bit fruity, a bit queer, we're just not gonna relate. We're not gonna get on. It needs to be someone who gets my humor and can laugh with me. If I whip out the American accent like that, hi there, I need you to like act like that's the funniest thing you've ever heard. And also like, I like the clean aesthetic. I like someone who's. When I say a pretty boy, I don't mean lips filled, cheek done.
No.
I'm looking for a merge between the feminine side and the masculine side.
Right. Okay.
It is that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really obsessed with someone who would speak like me, who'd be like a bit more camp with the way they speak.
But no,
like,
because you want to be the main
unless
star.
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like
Unless
you
we're
want them
having a
to watch
laugh.
and have a laugh.
Yeah, unless we're having a laugh. Like if you're having a laugh with me and you start going, "Hi, baby," I'm gonna laugh at that and I'm gonna appreciate that. I need that side of you.
Right. Yeah.
But you can't speak like that the whole time because that's gonna jar me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I also feel like
in
you
a
need a
way.
man to like look after you, cook
yeah.
you dinner,
Yeah.
like drive you around.
Yeah.
Like you are a
And the
passenger
rest.
princess.
I am a passenger.
So,
I'm a
like-
younger sibling. Like that's my like role through and through.
If you're a gorgeous
I like to look
man,
after people though, but
So like we want a gorgeous man who can look after you.
boys, not my friends. I like tattoos too. Hey then. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being in my pathetic phase. But
No, I feel like everyone,
live your life.
everyone wants a relationship or to want to be desired, and I feel like that is very much fair enough. I think it's also hard that me and Krystal are in relationships.
I am surrounded
And
by
you are the
people who
third
are in
wheel.
like
Yeah.
you're engaged and you two are like always hugging and like doing stuff, and I'm literally sitting there like, well, I'm gonna go sleep in my bed with no one else. So that's great.
Yeah, but at least you got a teddy.
No. Oh yeah, I got the girls teddy, so thank you for that little gift. No, it's not even that. I think I've been there, done there with the whole hookup stuff. And I'm not really getting much out of that anymore to the point where I
No,
feel like
you
I'm after a bit like more now.
Would you go speed dating?
That scares me. Because
I
I'm
feel like that could
I'm
be
also
fun.
too nice where like if I don't
We
fancy
should do that. We
What?
should like do a thing where like me and La Belle are on like a CCTV, and we're like,
we put you on speed dating.
and we're
That
like,
would be a
kind
really
of-
I'll do it
we're
with
like,
you.
I'd do that.
we
No,
can
I'd
be,
do
like,
that. I would
low-key
do
in
that.
control. Like we can be in her
Yeah.
earpiece, and if she goes to say something wrong, we'd be like, ask him this. Like, you
Yeah.
should ask him
That
this.
would be
Imagine
that would be like
and she's like doing speed dating.
that tap out style sort of like video.
Yeah.
That would be
I
hilarious.
want a horror to take you speed dating and you two just get absolute feral.
Oh.
Oh, she would. Oh my god, she'd be.
Yeah, she'd be like,
hilarious doing
baby, he's a bit you.
Yeah.
that. If anyone, I'm only one DM away, and I probably will look at it. I'll be
She
honest.
will follow you instantly.
I do filter it
DM
out.
her.
Yeah.
I do filter. So like, if
She's
you
waiting.
if you DM me like 2 or 3 times and it hasn't like you haven't got anything out of it, try again.
Yeah.
Because
One late night she'll message you back. But we will talk more about relationships another day, just because this is its own
We have a lot to
fucking
talk about.
topic.
yeah,
I think it's the group chat time.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's do something a bit
take it to
unhinged and funny.
We missed it last week, and
yes,
we have
did.
a lot to catch up on. We've been slacking.
Yeah, we have.
So let's see the tea.
Let's do it.
Also, thank you for the love last episode. That was such a good episode.
That was really
loved
fun.
It.
That was really fun.
And I think we're gonna do not next week, but because something might be coming next week, but we are gonna do a drag makeover. No, not makeover. We're gonna look at our busted faces from years ago.
Next week?
No, not next week.
No, not next week.
Not next week's exciting.
Or thing that happened in the comments of our last reel. Send us your busted performances.
This is so tea. Someone said it. I think if you want us to watch and react to your first ever drag performances, please DM us on the girls, and if we'll get an email. We'll get a Dropbox. We'll get a Dropbox or an email. People send them in. Yeah, but you have to approve it so there's no backlash. Please, if you want to be involved, let us know because we have to do that.
I mean, if you want to know,
and we'll just sit there and we'll just blind react.
Yeah.
Blind react to it. Maybe do something you perceive as busted.
Yeah,
so we can all have a
giggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's do that.
Are we ready for the group chat?
Take it to the motherfucking group chat.
Right.
Ow.
The girls, for the last few months, I have been seeing this guy and he is very cute, but he is into daddy roleplay, etc. And an insane amount of poppers. And also has a partner he insists he's in an open relationship with, but I don't believe it. But the sex is insanely fierce. What do I do, girls? So wait, let me.
This sounds like my cup of tea.
I mean, obviously, like, find out if that's
maybe
the tea.
Find out.
I think if that's the.
How do you find out?
That will deter whether this goes on or not.
I hate that.
But it depends. But if it's like, is it genuinely like you have no feelings attached, or is it like the sex?
No, they don't have feelings. It is just pure sex.
I
think they're having sex with this person and it's going gorge, but she's getting a bit icked out because of the poppers excessive and the daddy issues. No, he wants her to be like daddy, 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 but she's like, oh, but the dick's fierce, so she's bending over.
He is that.
Huh?
He is that.
What?
He is doing that. Like she doesn't want that. He is that.
No, but that's what's icking her out.
She's icked out.
Well, no, but
no, she's not icked out.
I think she lives for it.
She's living for it. She's saying the sex is insane.
The dick's fierce, but she doesn't know if he's got a boyfriend. And also, he loves poppers and he wants her to be calling him daddy 24/7.
Right.
So there's icks, a boyfriend, but a fierce dick.
And no knowledge on if it's actually an open relationship.
No, we don't know that.
No.
So what's the advice? Well,
it's like, what do I do? Do I keep having sex without ever knowing it's an open relationship? No. But then I'm also kind of like, is that actually your responsibility?
Exactly.
If you're being told open relationship and they're just free to do it, if you've been told that, it depends how much you care about your guilt. Are you going to feel that guilty? Because I'm sorry, if someone went to me, I'm in an open relationship. Oh no, now that I'm thinking about it. I also
just am like thinking like if you're also getting icked out by things that he really wants you to do, surely the sex isn't that worth it.
Or maybe she's just being polite and she loves it, but
like good sex.
She doesn't want to openly say I love poppers and daddy rolls.
But like if on top of this you're on edge,
well, she really fancies him.
She thinks he's a liar.
There are so many layers.
She doesn't like the way he is.
Yeah, this is a big cake to go.
But the dick is good. There's plenty of good dicks. The other parts are weighing it out for me.
True.
And over.
Why specifically?
No, but I'm kind of into it. I love this.
If you're into it that much, surely there's like some sort of insecurity.
But
because
then
you're like prioritizing the fact that this dick is like.
But then also like she's probably like really, really insane sex. Is probably it's not you don't have insane sex with everyone.
But it's not that insane. No. If she's being icked out by the fact that he wants to be called daddy and he does too much poppers, she can't be loving it that much because she has something to say.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
I don't know.
Well, maybe he just like watched Charlie XCX once and was like, Brat Summer, oh my god, you got
poppers. Yeah.
and then she's watched The Cock Destroyers once and now wants him to call daddy.
Right, let's.
I
Okay,
just also
I'm
don't
gonna.
care.
I'm gonna
it's
say.
not our business. I mean, she wants advice. But it's okay.
Sorry, girl, not our business. Sorry.
No, but I mean, like, it's not your business to find out if he's in an open relationship or not because he's told you. So if he is lying, I find it really hard for you then to have to go and message the other person because I think that's messy. But
That's
also,
you getting too involved for just sex, yeah.
If it's just sex, it's just sex. Have fun. If the poppers and the daddy thing is pissing you off, and then go find another fear stick.
This is my thing. I'm like
just
confused.
do the. If you just want the sex, I think that's fine.
But
like,
also
sure,
saying
just have
daddy
the
here and
sex.
there's fine. We've all done it.
Oh, everyone says daddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like that. That was really unattractive.
Well, just because
but
you
I'm
don't
out
call
of
your
this one.
20-year-old boyfriend a daddy.
Well, no. I'm not calling anyone
But
a
me and
daddy.
Dede call people daddy.
I call people daddy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're submissive fucks.
I'm not that submissive.
No, I just think anyone's a
You
daddy.
are.
No.
Oh, honey.
She would know.
If I said you're down on your knees, you'd start eating fucking water.
No, I mean, I definitely do what I'm told, but also if I want to do something, we're going to do it.
Anyway.
It makes you feel like a princess.
I don't think this is like, I think this person just is a bit confused.
No, I think she's just living life on edge.
She is, but she obviously is written in for a reason. And I don't think the dick is that fierce, and I think you need to move along and find a fiercer dick.
I think she's
I
showing
think
off.
I'm with La Belle.
I think
I'm
she's
with
showing
La Belle.
off.
Sorry.
I'm out of this, girls. I'm on my own.
I think
Because
I'm.
I think these girls don't have a clue.
I
And I
think
think
no.
I'm
I
gonna
think
give
like
you the right
you're living your
advice.
life. You're getting
Live
your
your
life. Get
life.
your life.
Yeah.
If you're getting attached, then maybe it's time to start taking a step back.
Yeah.
But if you're
Yeah, but
not, and it's just.
Or maybe-
not that fierce.
But she's stating it's insanely. Literally, what does it say?
Yeah,
It
but
says-
it can't.
sex is
If it was
good.
that good, she would not be bringing up the fact that she's got it.
Oh, I'm just like, I'm
guilty.
staying to my guns, enjoy the dick, live on edge. If he's got a boyfriend, maybe bite your finger and enjoy it a bit more, and just have fun.
Sorry, Anonymous, but I do not support this advice. And my advice is my advice, and we have to move on.
Right, we're making up for last week. We're doing an extra one.
Yeah, we're gonna do
just
an
to
extra
keep
one.
it cute.
Take it away, honey.
Ooh, I went to school with dead name Krystal, and our math teacher one day after Krystal and the rest have left the class, the teacher pulled me aside and in his words, "Keep an eye on that Krystal. You know what these F slurs are like nowadays." I reported it to the school. Nothing was done, but I love this pod, girls.
Basically, love you, Krystal. You got hate crime by your own teacher.
Your teacher
love the
called
pod.
you a faggot, but I love
What
this
is
pod,
up with
girls.
that school calling me fat, calling you a faggot?
This is why I hate school. Like, it's actually evil. The fact that someone said that about me is crazy.
So you
That's
left
a
the
teacher.
class and they said, "Keep an eye on Krystal. You know what these faggots
What
are
class
like
was it?
nowadays." Math.
Maths. Oh my god, I can't remember if I had a. I had.
I think.
Who was that guy that took over our form? And we had like one teacher, and he said like he kind of spoke like my dad. He was alright. Remember him?
He didn't
like
take over our form.
Mr. Tyson or something.
No, it's like I think it begins with a D.
Dickhead.
Yeah.
Dre.
Mr. Drayson.
Oh!
It's something like that, isn't it?
That's close.
Fuck. Whoever the fuck you are, you ugly oaf. But that was,
No.
I think it might have been
Yeah,
him
but
because
you
he
are
was
a
a maths
faggot.
teacher and then he took over our form and I didn't like
I
him.
don't
And he was
think
like
he
really
took over our
hetty.
form.
Yeah, but you are a faggot. Why are you?
Well,
offended?
he was very like, he was very like, I don't know how to
I also
explain it,
feel like
Cockney.
That's crazy.
I remember him being
Imagine
like Cockney.
teachers now literally call him young gay kids faggots.
Mad. Yeah, no, he was very hetty. He was like really het.
Well, maybe
So
he
I
just
wouldn't be
wanted to fuck
surprised. And it was a Christian
Not
school,
only
so he
are
might have been an
students
extreme
evil, but the
Christian.
teachers are
Oh,
too.
maybe it's one of them.
Yeah, maybe he's one of them.
Check your fucking teachers and your kids in school
Yeah.
because everyone's evil.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, also
These
that's
poor
another thing.
kids that are in
Teachers are
school.
cunts because a lot of them are actually homophobic themselves. Because
Yes,
even
they
when I was
are.
at school getting homophobia, the teachers don't do fuck all.
No, they
I
don't.
don't know if it's
Business
different
does
now,
fuck
but-
all because they all believe that gays are not fucking right in themselves. So why are they telling the kids off? They're not.
They don't.
And
I
a lot-
experience
there's also-
injustice
Yeah.
every day in
Yeah.
school.
There is
From
also-
not only the kids, but the teachers and the rules.
Fuck them.
That's why I
fuck-
hated school because it was never just.
But may I just say, like, this isn't an excuse, but some teachers are great for the gays, whatever.
Yes.
But because as a gay kid, you do naturally grow up with a separate set of struggles that no one else
course.
relates to.
Crazy.
So some teachers who've never related to it, seen it, or experienced it, simply don't know what to do with you.
Also, fuck
and that's
them.
why it's hard sometimes.
Well,
on
why don't
top
you
of that,
fucking
but
learn?
some are
Yeah, but why
just
don't you
straight up
learn?
like.
But if
rude.
you're going to be dealing with kids, you should know how to deal with
Yeah,
them.
but why
Yeah.
don't
All
you
kids.
learn?
Yeah, all
Not just
kids.
like the typical kid that you think is going to be the one that fits the mold.
But why don't
Yeah.
you learn?
True, you
Why
have
don't
to
you
learn.
educate yourself again?
Yeah,
Why don't you stop educating maths and educate yourself?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
obviously you don't know much. And you
you
don't know how
You
to deal with little
homophobic,
kids.
dirty mathematic. See you next Tuesday. Come to London and I will actually show you an equation you don't want to know. And I will
break you.
No, I
You
haven't
will
finished.
become the
I
denominator.
haven't finished. And I will put you in a bus stop method. And I will kill you.
Stop.
Of course. Girl, she'll put you in a pie.
What is a bus stop?
She'll put you in a square root.
Do you not remember a bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know bus stop method for
Girl,
division.
you was in,
For division, right?
you were in a very...
Maybe you're more clever than I thought you were.
Babe, I loved maths.
Yeah, bus
Oh.
stop. I did well in maths, actually.
I did as well.
Wow.
But because of my tutor,
But-
she was a baddie.
But,
you better square root, honey.
Yeah, square root.
the moral of this story was...
Yeah.
Wow.
This person was from your school and he loves the podcast.
Well, whoever you are, thank you for loving the pod. They reported it.
Yeah.
Oh, good for
Didn't do
you.
anything.
Bless them.
Oh,
for,
fierce.
So the moral of the
my
story
school didn't do
is-
fuck all because they're Christian fucking cunts. That's why.
But
It's
my-
because they don't think that I exist. And they think that those problems aren't real.
I feel like just following up on that, we should give Girl of the Week to the one who reported it. But we don't know who they are.
I mean, she's obviously...
No, I feel like Girl of the Week goes to us for once because we're all
Yeah.
going through our own fucking struggles.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone who is going through this with us and seeing a change or feeling a bit down, we're all going through this and we all just need to pick me up. And I feel like we're all Girl of the Week because fuck me. There's teachers, there's normal people, there is nobodies, and there is just all round absolute cunts in this world. So give it up for us.
Yeah, honey.
And let the music pay.
Please let the music play. God, please. Right.
This has been another fabulous episode of
The Girls.
Next week is a very, 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 very exciting episode. Please look out for some spoilers in the week.
What
And
happened this week, but...
keep an eye out for...
on your own.
Keep an eye out for... keep an eye out for next week. It's gonna
Keep
be
an
a
eye.
very...
Oh, God.
Keep your
God.
eyes.
Why? We're going to teasers. I was actually doing it good, but you two just couldn't stop. Bye.
Bye.